Emily.
And I'm Hannah.
We are best friends and dietitians. We have a goal of challenging nutrition misinformation and fitness trends with an evidence-based approach.
Each episode, we will dish up our thoughts and the latest facts on a popular health-related topic.
We're the Up-Beet Dietitians. Hi guys, welcome to the podcast. In this first episode, we'll be introducing ourselves, discussing our nutrition beliefs, talking about how we met, and what you can expect to hear here going forward.
You're here.
So,
my name is Hannah. I am a registered dietitian and a personal trainer. I live in Indiana. So yeah, that's the basics. How about you, Emily?
Hi guys, my name's Emily. I'm currently studying for my RD exam at the time that we're recording this. I just graduated this past December from Benedictine, and I'll be a soon-to-be dietitian, hopefully in the next month and when you guys see this posted.
It's been a long time coming.
Yes.
Long time coming. Okay, well, I think we should start by maybe diving in a little bit more about our nutrition philosophy and beliefs, how we got to where we are, how we met, all that good stuff. So tell us about yourself, Emily.
So my name's Emily Krause. I got interested in nutrition because in high school, I actually developed some disordered eating habits that I noticed affected my academic performance, my mental health, and at the time I was playing sports, so it affected my athletic performance as well. And during this time period, I just really grew to appreciate how much nutrition affects every aspect of your life, and I knew that dietetics was for me. So I ended up going to Purdue, and I dual majored in dietetics and nutrition, fitness, and health. And then from there, I went on to complete my dietetic internship and master's of science degree in nutrition and dietetics from Benedictine. And that brings us to where we are today, where I am a recent graduate studying for the RD exam, facing that job searching process that all post-college graduates go through. And yeah. My specific interests with nutrition actually do include sports nutrition, eating disorders, and oncology.
Awesome. My intro is quite similar, at least the first half of it. So I also went to Purdue. That's how Emily and I met. I also double majored in dietetics and nutrition, fitness, and health. But come 2019, Emily and I parted ways. I did my internship at Purdue. Well, it was through Purdue, but I was located in Fort Wayne at the time doing my internship at a local hospital there. I graduated in this past May of 2020, and then I started working at a local weight management clinic where I counsel patients on weight loss, sustainable weight loss. And I also try to work a lot on my own little personal business. I call it Help with Hannah. I am just trying to teach what the bulk of this podcast is about too, is just nutrition misinformation, combating all of that and helping people better understand what health truly looks like. And I guess I'd say that's probably one of my biggest interests and goals and kind of purpose of what I do as a dietitian is trying to just spread actual practical evidence-based nutrition information. I also am a personal trainer, so I do also have that side of things that I like to go into, but I do focus a lot more on the nutrition side of things, considering I spent 5 years of school learning about that. So yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Yay. Now I think we can go into and delve into how we met, because we both, it's kind of a funny story, because we both did our undergrad at Purdue. So I'll start it off because mine is the less funny side of the story. But Purdue has this freshman orientation program, or it might be just transferring students as well. But basically, the summer before you attend, you go in and you will sign up for classes. They have people to help you with that. They also will basically give you a rundown of what your major is, some of the general building stuff like that. And I think the day I went, there might have been 2 or 3 days maybe, it was called STAR. And during that time, a lot of the dietech students actually in our class were there, and Hannah was actually one of the students I had met. We didn't really interact that much, but I do remember seeing her there. And then come the first week of school, freshman year, when you don't really know anyone going into your classes, I recognized her. And I remember, if any Purdue alum remembers Lilly Hall of Life Sciences, we were going to have a biology lecture. And I approached her, introduced myself. I was like, I think we're both in dietetics. Do you want to sit together? And then, yeah, I was super ecstatic that I knew someone and that she agreed. And I found out we had almost every single class together. So it worked out perfectly.
And then from there, we of course like always planned our schedules every semester to make sure we had like every class together, of course, naturally. So yes, that's how I remember it as well. But the funny part is that I forget if it was at Star or during the biology class when I got your number, and I'm terrible at names. I just like always forget them. And so I just had Emily in my phone as like nutrition girl for like months and months and months until eventually I like heard her introduce herself to someone else. I was like, oh, her name's Emily. I got to jot that down. And so I did not even know her name was Emily for months, but
it's okay. I knew
it's funny now because here we are, BFFs recording a podcast. So it just goes to show that I don't really know what it goes to show. There's no life lesson in that. I don't know where I was going with that, but it all worked out pretty well. So
yeah, approach people. I feel like that's the
I
life
applaud
lesson.
that in you because I would have never approached you, not because I didn't think you were like a nice person or anything. I'm just not the kind of person who likes to approach others. And so if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for your approaching, I would have never known you as well. So that was wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. I just can't believe I didn't know your name for months. Did you know my name?
I did. I know.
Okay. Dang, I suck.
It's okay. We got over it. It didn't cause any issues in our friendship because I had no idea. So.
Until when did I eventually tell you? Like what, junior year, senior year? I was like, by the way.
Many years in, I was like, oh. I mean, I feel like that happens when you're in college. There's like person from this lab or person from this class, and
yeah,
I never really knew their names.
There's definitely other class members of ours that I have saved as like so-and-so nutrition or whatever. I have no idea what their last name is, what they really do besides take nutrition courses with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Good times. Well, now we're old. Emily's almost a dietitian. I'm a dietitian. It's crazy.
Yes.
When was that? 2015 when we met? Yeah. Almost 6 years ago.
Wow. That makes me feel old.
We're old. Okay. So to kind of discuss more about like what Emily and I believe in, what we hope to do as dietitians going forward. Like I kind of mentioned earlier in my little intro, I see every day just so much diet misinformation out there, like carbs are bad. I can't even think of any examples right now because there's just so many, but we're going to go over all of that in future episodes. It's the whole point of this podcast, or at least part of the reason for the podcast. But that's our whole approach. And we kind of share this belief of diets don't work. Intuitive eating is definitely amazing. We believe in mindful eating, all foods fit, all of that. Because we've just seen not only in ourselves, but also in clients, peers, patients, coworkers, whatever, that all of those things just don't usually work, especially in the long term. And again, we'll get into the nitty gritty and the science behind all of that in future episodes, but that's kind of like where we stand in terms of our beliefs as practitioners.
The biggest things we'll be doing is fighting nutrition misinformation we see either online. This is happening a lot with especially how much technology has changed over the past decade. And then what you might hear from friends, family, other professions that might not be qualified to be giving nutrition advice, or they might be even giving harmful nutrition advice. And then Hannah also will be talking about fitness trends she sees or observe at that point, that we can just break that down. We both have the double major, which a lot of the health and kinesiology background, but definitely she's much more qualified to talk about that. I'll give my 2 cents where I can. So besides this podcast, where can you find us more? Or if you want to basically see what we're posting or what we're preaching, or really work with us at all, there's many different avenues you can find us. For my Instagram username is the Avocado Dietitian. This also goes for my Twitter and then also my Facebook group or page, not group. And
Whatever that's called.
then on YouTube, you can find me at Emily Krause. I know that's a very common name. So I'll have to find a way to link this. I actually have a link tree, and you can find the URL in there to find the YouTube because Emily Krause is too common of a name to find.
So is Hannah Thompson, so don't worry.
Yes. But also this podcast, which we'll be sharing together, we'll be posting it on both of our channels. And then we'll also be posting it on the most popular podcast platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, Google, stuff like that.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll put links in the description for all of these.
Yes, definitely.
So you can just click instead of having to search for us. Because I'm sure there's tons of Hannah Thompson and Emily Krause's. We have the most basic names ever. It's unfortunate. On Instagram, you can find me at dietitian.hannah. Facebook is Health with Hannah, and my website, which again I'll link, but it's healthwithhannahT.com. I do have like a little blog on there, like to post recipes, and I'm working on posting a lot more kind of related to like this kind of stuff, nutrition and exercise information. I do have a YouTube channel as well where this podcast will be located in video form, as well as other things, of course, besides this podcast. But I do have a YouTube channel also under my name of Hannah Thompson. I mean, we have LinkedIn for the professional folks out there.
If you want to check out our LinkedIn, we'll link it as well.
It's like really interesting sometimes. I've posted 0 times.
I actually pride myself in my LinkedIn. This is a weird flex, a weird flex.
My LinkedIn is like top notch.
No, my cover photo is a lot of fruit. What can I say? I'm passionate about fruit.
You're a true professional.
Exactly.
Yes, so this will be posted on wherever pods are casted, really.
I love that. So for the next episode, we'll be breaking down the difference between a dietitian and a nutritionist. This will go down to education-wise, nutrition background, and then why we recommend seeing, we recommend seeing a dietitian over a nutritionist for your nutrition needs.
There is a difference, people, so get ready for that.
Yes.
Okay, we will see you next time on episode 2, Dietitians versus Nutritionists. Bye, guys.
Bye. Hi, everyone. Emily here. I just wanted to quickly jump on and update you guys about my social medias. We recorded the first episode to our podcast about 2 months ago, and I wasn't completely set on my domain name. I wanted to let you guys know it is no longer the Avocado Dietitian. You cannot find me under that name. The name I have gone with and that you'll be able to find me with is Dietitian MK or Dietitian EMK. And you can find this on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. On TikTok, I'm Dietitian Emily. And then YouTube, that's a bit harder to find since my name's way too common, but you can check the link in our bio below and that will direct you to it. So yeah, thanks, and check me out there because you won't find me on the other ones, and have a great rest of your day.